Hello and welcome to the worst art channel on YouTube. I'm your host Chris Ripper and I can't art. I've posted a couple of videos. It's still early days, but I did want to demonstrate, or rather display what I meant when I said that I can't art, or when I say that I can't art. So I thought I would do a relatively brief flip through of the art I have attempted. Some of it I actually quite like. I know there's a weird relationship between artists and their work on social media, where it seems okay to say you like some things, but you have to somehow temper that by also being really self-critical. I'm trying not to do that. I do that a lot with my day job, which is writing books. So I'm trying to not engage that skill set here on RipperCan'tArt. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I am relatively critical of the art that I do, but I'm quite impressed that I can draw anything that is recognizable as a thing, because until, this year, I didn't think that was even possible. So my expectations of my ability to art were down here. So anything above a blob is pretty impressive to me. Although I do some blobs too. I bring good blob game to art. So basically, I just did a little flip through, and now I'm going to take you through it. So we'll see how that works. I don't really know how to edit a video like this. I've never really tried before, so this is just an experiment on all levels right now. So let's see what happens. Thank you for coming along with my experiments in both art and filmmaking. So this is literally the first thing I ever painted on the day that I got watercolors for the first time. This is all kind of, I went over this one a bunch of times. I started playing with doodles because I didn't really know what to draw, and so I was like, oh, maybe I'll draw mountains. I think that's, yeah, because it's like reflections, but it was badly done. Still trying to play with like landscapey things, but I didn't really, even now I can't really tell which way it's supposed to go. I did a lot of shapes. Everything is really muddy and kind of chalky. I got into doing, bad, very, very bad. I got into doing doodle boxes and coloring them in, and really, I will say, I think it's one of the most soothing things that I've ever done, is just, and I would take days and go over the colors again and again, and I really, really enjoyed doing that. Would do again. You can see kitten paw right there. More just me trying to fuck around. I was trying to draw more of the things I saw. That's like my legs under a blanket. And then this is when I got this sketchbook. Sorry, I can't figure out which way the book is going to open. There. So I tested out the colors. This is from San Francisco Pride, the bad rendering of the Asian Art Museum. There's random things I could see as I was sitting on my deck. A lot of these are going to be sitting on my deck pictures. Really trying to get a handle on perspective. Like, that is a very flat movie still picture, and I just can't quite wrap my head around how to make things, how to give things depth. An attempted drawing that didn't quite work out, and this is sort of what I did instead, which was also very bad. So I put a face in it, which my kid named Bob. I was trying to go for shadows, depth, highlights. I really am just not completely, I guess this is the day of the teacups, not completely figuring it out, but my brother's living room with his big brick fireplace. I had seen so many people doing these color swatching things. I know they have a name and I forget what it is. So I attempted that. It's just, playing with trying to do different shades of greens and blues and browns, because a lot of what I see outside is greens and blues and browns. The new watercolor palette that I ended up kind of hating, watermelon, in honor of the jumpsuit that my kid acquired that day. I am trying to do some art that reminds me of places. This is the view from my friend's deck, so that I'd like to get faster. I think I'd be able to do this more if I was faster. We drive through Reading every year, and last year there was a huge fire. This year, that's kind of more what it looked like. Oh man, I think I was playing with water, trying to make things look like water, because water is hard. I quite like that one. We'd taken a boat ride, and I took this picture on the boat ride. Oh, we went blueberry picking. I think those blueberries turned out really well. Maybe not the leaves of the background, but I liked the blueberries. Some more kind of sunset sky things. Another just kind of watercolor processing thing with the teacup that I quite like. Another teacup that I quite like from my friend's house. Yeah, and just kind of, playing around with things. I think that was the first time I ever taped anything off with washi. Playing around with colors and then writing down which colors I could make. I'm in search of a good green. This is a still from Billions. That's Taylor, if you watch Billions. This is me getting confused about which direction to turn my notebook. More of my deck. This is another shot from our trip right here. Ooh, a sunflower that I stole from a friend's Instagram, and by stole I mean asked permission to paint. This is a still from a game, Morgana Reincarnation. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to get depth again and just failing massively, swatching some stuff. This is a good blob picture. That's my kitten, who apparently took herself out of this shot before she was featured. This is me again trying to figure out how to turn the notebook, and then these I actually just did yesterday. Another one that I did this week, and another one that I did yesterday, and just kind of liked, don't know what it's about, but thought it was kind of fun. So yeah, when I say I can't art, I'm really serious. I wish I could show my terrible sketches, but they are too light to show up on camera. Pretty bad. I don't have good chops when it comes to sketching and rendering images. I have not grown that part of my brain that looks at images and knows how to draw them. So hopefully that's something that I will be able to teach myself over the next couple of months/years, and we'll see what happens. Maybe someday I'll post one of those, like, my art 2 years ago, my art now videos, and it'll be really gratifying. We shall see. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're into this sort of nerdy process stuff. And I will see you next time. Or you will see me. I suppose I won't see you, because that would be super creepy and like Homeland Security level shit. But you will see me next time. And there you have it. Bye.